Hi guys, it's your girl B Michelle coming at you with another Dollar Tree DIY, and I'm starting with some of these candle holders here. I'm going to be drilling a hole in these, and I'm using some painter's tape to place over the hole, and I'm using these drill bits. These are the carbide drill bits that you can use to drill through glass or tile. And I'm using more than one type of drill bit. Starting out with this type, but ultimately I finished with the other type, the diamond head drill bit, which I got that one from Lowe's. The first set that I got from Walmart, it came four to a set, and it had four different sizes. And then I got the diamond tip drill bit from Lowe's. So the diamond really does cut through glass. I tried to use these on some other glass items, and it really took forever. So the diamond tip works much better than the carbide tip. And maybe it's just that I'm inexperienced with using it, but I prefer the diamond tip better. So you just want to have a little bit of water going. You don't have to let the water run constantly, but you just want to make sure that the object that you're drilling into has some type of water on it. So you don't want it to overheat. And I don't know if it may dull your blade if you don't have the water on or whatever, but I just used that until the hole was drilled in. And you don't want to apply a lot of pressure either. You just want to let the drill do its job, and you want to hold your drill straight. The guy at Lowe's told me you need to go in at an angle first and then straighten it up. But I didn't have that kind of room to do all of that, so I just kind of held it straight as I could. So next, I'm drilling a hole in this mirror, and I actually used some hot glue. You do want to put like some tape or something to keep the drill from slipping, but that didn't work with me trying to do this mirror, I guess because it's so flat. So I used some hot glue. I just kind of went around the center and made like a little circle, enough for the drill bit to fit in the circle to keep it from slipping everywhere. And I just had some water running. Well, the water filled into that little hole where the glue was, and I just used the drill. And like I said, don't apply too much pressure. Just make sure that you keep it wet and just let it do its job. It does take some time to do this. It is not something that you're going to do in a couple of minutes. Depending on the thickness of the glass, it will take time to drill through glass. So I don't remember the exact time because I kept stopping. So, but I will say it does take a little bit of time to actually get through all the way to the other side. So once my hole was complete, I used a little hot water to kind of soften that hot glue so it'll be easier to peel off. Another thing is you want to wear some safety goggles. You want to do safety first. If you want to wear some protective gloves with dealing with the glass, you can do that as well. You want to be safe than sorry. So next I'm using these candle holders, so one with the square bottoms. Now the Dollar Tree does have this type. They have these in gold and silver, and I have some of the gold ones as well, but I use the ones with the square bottom. And I know I probably didn't show me actually drilling the hole in the ones in the square with the square bottom, but it's the same concept. So I'm taking the mirror and I'm running some Christmas lights through the bottom of the mirror, just through the hole that I just drilled. And you want to just feed that line all the way through. Next, you want to feed the line through the top of one of the candle holders, because I'm connecting bottom to bottom, but that's going to be like the center. So you want to feed it through the top of one of the candle holders and bring it through to the bottom of this candle holder. So that top part is actually going to be joined to the mirror. So just like this. And then you want to take that same string and you want to feed it through the bottom of the next candle holder and pull that through to the top. So you just want to have your string lights to feed all the way through. And this is a 20 count string lights of the Christmas string lights or whatever. So this is 20 count. And if I failed to mention, the size of the hole that I drilled in these are the 5/8. I used the diamond tip 5/8 to drill the hole in this particular set. And it's the same as 16 millimeters. So that way the Christmas lights can fit through that hole without it being any problems. So once I have my lights fed through, I'm going to use some E6000 to seal everything together. So starting from the bottom, I'm just placing some of the E6000 on the bottom candle holder. And this is going to be glued down to the mirror. So you can want to use a generous amount to make sure it's secure, because it has that little dip in it. So you really want to secure the edges of this, because that's really what's going to make the contact with the mirror. So like that. And then some E6000 to seal the two candle holders together. And I also use some hot glue. With this type of material, the way what these candle holders are made out of, that hot glue works really well with sealing these. Well, minus the paint that's on these, but the bottom where it doesn't have all of the paint, the gold paint, the hot glue would seal it pretty good without all the paint, but you want to use something stronger to make sure it's sealed since that paint is there. And next, I turned it upside down, and I'm adding some of these felt pads to the bottom to give it a little bit more height. I kept those other pads that's already on the mirror, and I just added some extra felt pads to it to kind of give it a little bit more height so the cord can have room on the bottom. And I'm going to hot glue the cord down as well, but I use these pads. But in the end, I did go back and I added more pads because I felt a little wobble in it. So if you want to just use these pads without gluing it on top, you want to just put it all the way around, you can do that, because I did add more to fix the wobble that I felt with the glass here. And I got these from the Dollar Tree. Or you can also, I meant to show you guys another option if you don't want to use these felt pads. You can use like the little styrofoam round blocks or whatever, not blocks, but the styrofoam round discs that you can use for like the floral arrangements and stuff. You know, they have those flat ones that come two in a pack at Dollar Tree. You can use that and attach it to the mirror and cut out a space for the cord, and then you can wrap some bling wrap around that. So next I take the cylinder candle holder and I just fill it with the Christmas lights, and I didn't do it any particular way. I just kind of just filled it up until all of the lights were in there, and I'll be using some E6000 to secure the glass to the candle holders. I then used a craft stick to apply the E6000. So you just want to apply it to this little kind of like a little lip on the candle holder. You just want to apply it to that. Now this particular cylinder candle holder and this gold candle holder, they fit, is like almost an exact fit. So you just want to be able to fit it around just that little part that sticks out, the little lip part of the top of the candle holder. And I don't want to use hot glue with this. So once I have it spread all the way around, I'm just going to connect the two. You do want to use a generous amount so it can make sure that it adheres good. And my E6000, I believe it was pretty old when I bought it from the store. I don't even remember what store I bought it from, if I bought it from Walmart or Michael's. I can't remember which store I bought this particular one from, but I noticed that it was bigger. The tube was bigger than the normal ones that I usually get. And maybe it just sat in the store longer, but this one seemed like it was kind of drying out. So it was kind of hard to work with. Well, it was hard for it to come out the tube, put it like that. So just continue to do that, and then I just joined the two. And you do want to let this dry for a good amount of time to make sure that that glass is adhered to the candle holder. So for video purposes, I'm going to keep moving on. So the next step is to use some of the beads. So I use some of these gold beads. I got these around Christmas time, but of course you can find these gold beads year round at Walmart. Dollar Tree carry them year round, but they have them in different colors. You can get them from Michael's. So the same beads as Mardi Gras beads. And so I'm just taking some and I'm using the hot glue, and I'm just going around the parts that were glued together. Just using some hot glue. I do have two other looks of candle holders that I wanted to have in this video, but it was just taking me entirely too long to edit everything down. So I will just make a separate video with the other two looks. So just look out for that video coming soon. And I also want to say, you can, if you wanted to paint your glass cylinder candle holder, if you wanted to paint that, you can feel free to do that. If you want to do Mod Podge and glitter on it, or design it however you want to design it, you can also do those things. Add bling wrap, whatever you desire to do. I wanted to leave mine clear because I wanted to maximize the light that comes through, but I also will show you another option at the end when I show you the final look. And I just use some tape just to give you an idea of how it can look if you wanted to like paint it at the top or paint it at the bottom, or both. So this is the final look, and this is just with the lights in there. Just plugged it up, and I think it turned out really cute. So also, you just want to make sure that you burn these with caution because they are Christmas string lights, and you know, there could be a risk of fire with these lights. So just like you would with your Christmas tree, you just want to use these with caution. Just want to throw that little tip in there. So, yeah. So I'll continue to show you the next look with using some of the tape. And this is just some, what do you call it? Duct tape that has the glitter. I'll show you that in just a moment. It's just going to cycle through showing you the different looks. So I want to thank you guys for watching, and this is the look with the tape. So I just used some of the duct tape, the glitter duct tape. This is in gold, and I just took a piece and just wrapped it around the top and the bottom so you guys can see a different look if you were to design your glass cylinder a different way, just showing you how it could possibly look. So I want to thank you guys for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. I know everyone's time is precious and valuable, so I really appreciate you taking the time out to watch. So until next time, you guys, bye. Love you guys.